Chinese miners causing the Bitcoin hash rate to drop because the rainy season is over. Is that what's really happening? Bitwise CEO has some major market news which may not necessarily be correct, and I'll challenge his idea. Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. Got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, smash the like button. Dude, I've got an amazing video for you guys today. Make sure to watch it all the way to the end. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, subscribe to the channel. Jumping right into the markets. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. I talked to you guys about this previously, and I explained you get these Bitcoin run-ups and you get a push higher and then a retrace, big retrace. You get a Bitcoin run-up, you get a push higher and then a big retrace. Bitcoin run-up, final push higher. Here we are, a retrace. Okay, so notice this idea, bullish target, 13,850. This is 2019 yearly high, strong resistance. Remember, resistance, this is where everybody takes profits at. Where did I get this number? 13,850. Okay, yearly high, strong resistance. That's one spot. Then, you see bullish target, 13,800. Why this number? Why this number? And I stated this was before it actually broke higher. It was still at, Bitcoin was still at 13,000 here. And I said, if Bitcoin can break overhead resistance, you're looking for the move to 13,800. And where did I get this number? Let me reinforce this idea. So you get this move, this bounce, this break, bullish target, 13,832. This is essentially now Bitcoin's back trading in this range again. There's a lot of Bitcoin volatility. Your RSI is oversold. Maybe you're looking for an oversold bounce here. Your stochastic RSI is oversold. Now you had a previous bounce, and it's still respecting this trend line. It's still respecting this trend line. Short-term support down here at about 12,800. So it wouldn't be too shocking to see a move down to this level. But why 13,800? I'm going to tell you in just a second. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person stated he's from the Middle East in Yemen. He said, I started watching your videos and I'm making $500 every day for the last 45 days. And he said, I cut it off at 500 because if I try to make too much more than this, I get greedy. Smart man. This person yesterday sent me this. This is my trading station. He's got 1, 2, 3 monitors and actually a laptop too. Nice little setup. He said, I started with 4,000. Now he's at $6,000. 50% gains. This gentleman, he became a full-time trader. He said, hey, Chris, I've done it. I've pulled away. I'm now a full-time crypto swing trader. I want you to know I couldn't have done this without you. Huge thank you for my wife, 2 little girls, myself. Changing lives. That's what it's all about. This is the reason why, no matter what I'm doing, I make these videos daily. Traveling this morning, and I'm up around 8 o'clock and I'm driving, which is not common as far as just driving around 8 o'clock. And you see everybody's like sipping their coffee, lots of traffic. They're in the rat race. And I'm thinking, dude, I'm so glad I'm not in the rat race anymore. Like, I do not want to leave my house to go to work ever again. If you want to join the trading group, go to my website, cryptorev.net, for all the information. If you previously emailed me, the wallet addresses that I sent you have been updated. So again, before you send crypto payments, go to cryptorev.net for the correct new updated deposit addresses. Let's make some money. Where did I get 13,800? This is the Bitcoin monthly chart. Let's focus on this. Okay, look, back here, Bitcoin ran up to 20,000, real close to 20,000, right? It closed the monthly at this level. Monthly candle close here. Monthly candle open here. Okay, got rejected, 13,800. Ran up to 14,000. Here we are, got rejected again. Here we are again. This is a major turning point for Bitcoin. If we can close a monthly candle above this level, bull run ready. Now, we've got a couple days left on the monthly, but retraces are part of it, right? We talked about this. We know to expect this. We use stop losses. We manage risks, right? We're going to talk about some important ideas that need to be understood with the traditional markets that may have a negative effect on Bitcoin, but I'll keep you updated daily. Hit that subscribe button for me. Let's get it done. Bitcoin, listen, if you are this guy, think about it. Now listen, I had somebody hit me up and they're like, Chris, I keep taking a bunch of losses in this market. I'm in 25 trades and I'm down 50%. And I'm thinking, are you even watching the channel? Or are you? And I said, if this mountain climber didn't use any safety equipment, a stop loss, hint, should he really be climbing the mountain? He could make it to the top, but the probability that he falls would equate to a substantial loss. If this guy falls, he gets wrecked, period. When you're trading any cryptocurrency, any market, you want to have a stop loss in place every single trade. You have to manage risk in life. You wear seatbelts, use airbags, safety equipment. Crypto is very volatile. You have to use a stop loss. You have to manage risk. I'm not saying put a 1% stop loss in because you're going to get wrecked. You got to learn how to use a stop loss every single trade. People take profits at overhead resistance. Count on this. You see a run up to 13,832. Well, that's a key resistance level. People are going to take profits right here. People are going to sell. Count on it. That's what they do. See this overhead resistance, sellers. See this overhead resistance, sellers. See this overhead resistance, sellers. See this overhead resistance. Buy support, sell resistance. You will make a ton of money in this market, period. Aave comes out, and they used to be Lend, right? And so Aave protocol, they've officially handed over their protocol admin keys to the governance. This is an important step towards decentralization. So Bitcoin fees per transaction are mooning. Bitcoin network transfer fees as high as $10. This is the highest Bitcoin transfer fees of the year. So the total hash rate for Bitcoin in the last 24 hours is plummeting. Miners are turning off their machines. Bitcoin hash rate is down about 35% in 4 days. Everybody's pointing fingers at China, and we're going to talk about why. This is an article talking about the Bitcoin hash rate dropping 10% as Chinese miners migrate to fossil fuel plants. This is from yesterday. Well, guess what? The hash rate has continued to plummet. They're turning their miners off. And this article states that, hey, China mines 70% of the Bitcoin. And in China, the hydro season, the summer, has ended. So now starts a month-long flat water season. So there's a grand migration that's beginning where miners are looking for fuel-based power plants before the winter dry season arrives. China's rainy summer season typically lasts from June to October, which provides excess resources for these hydro power plants. As the winter dry season approaches, operators of these mining facilities in these areas will face higher electricity rates and more unstable electricity supplies compared to the rainy summer. So they're saying, hey, this migration process is going to take a month, and they're not mining Bitcoin, and typically there's a correlation between the hash rate of Bitcoin and the price. Okay, so when miners turn their machines off, typically price pulls back for Bitcoin. And that's just kind of the whole idea here. Now, the concern is China, there's this new wave of panic situation where communities are being locked down. It's going to possibly affect the logistics services that are transferring equipment to the area. So they're saying, hey, maybe this month is about to be extended. Obviously, the media wants to do anything they can to tie this pullback to the news, right? We obviously know on the charts that, hey, there's definitely major overhead resistance, but this news moves the markets because retail watches YouTube, retail watches and reads the news, and retail buys into these ideas as well. And I think you kind of have to put both together to be very successful in this market. So here's the news that's moving the markets, right? You come to this channel, you watch it daily because you want the news that moves the markets. Now, the next idea, shout out to Dan. Dan messaged me earlier today with this, and I just want to play his information. This is the junk bond market. Let me just play. Shout out to Dan for this.
Yeah, what's up, man? That is the junk bond market. You can find it HYG on Tradingview. It's like a leading indicator in the traditional markets. So when it starts to tank, you usually see other things tanking just shortly after. And that's the weekly chart you got there. But I'm doing good. Making lots of money.
Previously, on these pullbacks, traditional markets pulled back shortly after. Okay, so he's talking about this essentially rolling over, bearish retest. This blue dotted line needs to hold, or things will get shaky for traditional markets. Now, we look at traditional markets, you can see, hey, they're already shaky, right? These traditional markets getting wrecked today. Bitcoin needs to break this correlation to traditional markets, okay? Obviously, there's a ton of panic situation news, Boeing's laying off 7,000 workers. There's a lot of losses. There's a whole nother idea that this wave of panic situation, things could get worse for traditional markets. You got the elections. How's that going to play into it? Again, I'm going to keep you updated daily. OKX comes out, and somebody in the group said, hey, you know what is Bitcoin Cash doing? It's just doing his own thing. It was still increasing at one point earlier. OKX is going to support, there's a planned Bitcoin Cash hard fork. So if you hold Bitcoin Cash, if the fork succeeds, you get two coins. There's going to be BCH ABC and BCHN. And so essentially you get this split, right? And so people are essentially buying Bitcoin Cash on this idea. Now, this is Tether market dominance. So what does this mean? This means that this is Tether. Tether is pumping. Why is Tether pumping? Tether dominance pumps. So again, when you get Bitcoin retraces, when you get altcoin retraces, people put their money in Tether as a hedge. Right? Again, there is no possible way I could monitor all these ideas without the team that we've assembled in my trading group, period. I bring it to you guys daily. I'm going to share as much as possible. Now, this is important chart for Bitcoin. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. This is a rising wedge. So we know that normally 68% chance these break to the downside. It broke higher here. And when these do break higher, they go parabolic, but you can see it got rejected by this overhead resistance, okay? So you can see this trend line here. It's completely respecting this trend line. Okay, so again, a break lower would mean a measured move at 12,200. There's support at 12,750. There's support at 12,000. Okay, so just pay attention to this idea. It's completely possible you could get this type of market structure back in here, or back in here where you get this consolidation. But if you look at the RSI is leaving overbought areas, this could possibly confirm bearish divergence. Okay, bearish divergence would mean a significant pullback if this is confirmed. Stochastic, RSI is overbought. You've got a bearish cross. Again, there's a lot of bearish ideas on the daily chart. Higher time frames, bigger moves. Now, all eyes on Bitcoin. Coinbase card is launching in the United States, and they're giving 4% back in rewards. So a lot of people are excited about this. I would say BitPay. I use BitPay card, based in Atlanta. They've been real good. Their fees are basically non-existent. And so crypto meets the card. Now, you get customers can opt to earn 4% back in XLM, big news for XLM, or 1% back in Bitcoin. They're paying a lot more back in XLM. Okay, so interesting to see XLM involved in this crypto card. MicroStrategy CEO comes out. Remember, MicroStrategy, they bought a ton of Bitcoin. They bought 38,250 Bitcoin. Well, the CEO of MicroStrategy came out and he said, well, hey, you know what? I own about 17,700, just to kind of be open with you guys. Like, hey, I know we just loaded up a stack. Imagine that. They own 57,000 Bitcoin between the CEO and MicroStrategy. So again, whale alerts. Bitwise CEO came out and he said crypto demand is largely shifting from individuals to institutions. Horsley made these remarks in a statement announcing the company's milestone. They've got $100 million in assets under management. And I said, whoa, no, whoa. Crypto demand shifting from individuals to institutions. Okay, let's look at the commitment of traders. Factual information. This says retail is up here in the green. You can see the price action, previous price action of Bitcoin, this black line. And you can see clearly that retail buyers are driving this market by far. Down here in the blue, this is institutional asset managers. Now this has pretty much been flat, but I mean, it has increased. Professional traders down here in the yellow, which again is basically moved sideways recently. Now hedge funds and leveraged funds, and you know, they're all the way down here at the bottom, right? And so let's be realistic. Now this is from the 20th and it could have changed, but again, it wouldn't have changed that much. Always want to follow the facts. That's why I encourage you guys, always do your own research. Just don't trust, verify. Always do your own research. I see these people that are like, hey, what do I buy? And I'm just thinking, like, you just do not get it. You do not know what you're getting into. It's not what this is about. Get educated, make good, strong decisions based on a trading plan that you have set up previously. Right now, today, right now, write down a plan. Hey, you know what? If Bitcoin breaks lower, where am I going to look to buy? Where am I going to look to accumulate more Bitcoin? Where am I going to look to sell? What am I going to do if Bitcoin breaks above 13,800? What am I going to do with my altcoins? Like, have a plan in place. Like, this stuff starts happening and immediately your emotions kick in. You cannot make business decisions based on emotion, period. You don't want to. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.